This audio track contains strong hypnotic language that can cause drowsiness and sleep. So please do not listen while driving, operating machinery of any kind, or if you are in any place or situation where it is unsafe or inappropriate to close your eyes. Only listen when you can devote your full attention to your deepest relaxation. Please note also that this guided meditation and hypnosis session is set against relaxing, celestial-style music. If you prefer a different listening experience, please check the links in the video description for alternative background sounds. And finally, please accept my apologies for the inconsistency of my voice in this track. I am currently undergoing radiation treatment, which is affecting the clarity of my pronunciation. I hope it doesn't detract too much from the content or the message. And so hi, this is Nick, talking to you and spending time with you in this guided meditation and hypnosis for deep relaxation and sleep. I have written this listening experience with the simple intention of helping you ease away any distractions you might be holding on to from a busy day or week, as well as to help relieve any tensions, agitations, frustrations, and any distressing emotions you might be experiencing right now as a result of the unproductive habit of nighttime overthinking. There are 3 themes within this guided meditation and hypnosis to help slow down an overactive mind. The first is acceptance. Our ability to set and maintain realistic expectations. Once we accept that life will continually present us with adversity, we will be better prepared to take these challenges in our stride. Viewing difficulties as normal rather than as undeserved, personal, or excessively negative events will help us approach them with a more positive, a more prepared, and a more emotionally detached attitude. The second theme is the importance of being present, or in the moment. We have a memory of the past for very good reason. It is the storybook through which we make sense of our existence. Our collective life experiences enable us to learn and evolve. At the same time, we also have the ability to visualize or imagine in order to plan, develop, and achieve goals. However, while a certain amount of reflection and forecasting, what we might collectively refer to as thinking, is beneficial and productive, doing so through a negative lens is damaging. Looking backwards to the past with too much remorse and regret, and looking forward to the future with too much anxiety and fear, create negative emotions that over time can become habitual and, in a strange way, familiar and comforting. The irony is that neither the past nor the future are real. They are merely constructs of our imagination. After all, the past is fixed and cannot be changed, while our fears, worries, and concerns about the future may never materialize. The third, yet equally important theme of this session is understanding that our spontaneous thoughts neither belong to us nor necessarily contain the truth. The voice in your head or in your mind has a life of its own. However, almost everybody, at some time or other, finds themselves dominated and even controlled by that voice. If you blindly follow and believe those thoughts, over time you become conditioned by your past, and inevitably will be conditioned to reenact or repeat it time and time and time again. And as you have probably experienced several times in your life, negative, unproductive, and fearful thinking can spiral, especially at night when our attention is no longer focused on daytime tasks. So as we start to begin, if slowing down your spinning mind and setting aside all negatively distracting thoughts is something you might consider to be appealing, enticing, or perhaps even of the utmost importance, why don't you now give yourself any permissions you feel you might need to tune in to my voice, follow my soft, guiding words, and allow your subconscious to take you wherever you choose to go during this relaxing, entrancing, and enlightening inner journey that many people call hypnosis. And if you happen to be listening in a place of solitude or somewhere quiet and peaceful, now is the time to embrace that beautiful silence. While if you find yourself surrounded by ambient sounds, whether nearby or far away, it's the right time also to invite and welcome those familiar sounds into this journey with you, where their comforting resonance will amplify your relaxation as they blend with my words and the soft tones of this beautiful music to create a soothing and homely backdrop that will deepen this trance and allow the calming rhythms and patterns of my voice to go with you into deep relaxation and sleep. So as you rest back, as you wind down, and as you continue to listen, go ahead and take a few moments to get comfortable, easing out, perhaps, to your full and natural length, with your arms by your sides, or with your hands in your lap. Uncrossing your legs and allowing your tired, blinking eyes to soften. Preparing their descent into sleep, perhaps, by allowing them to rest lightly in that dreamy, half-open, half-closed state, where you might already, or so very soon, find yourself noticing just how good it feels for those muscles there, right behind your eyes, to loosen and let go of that short-range focus. As your gaze begins to soften and drift away into the distance, just somewhere over there. And as you bring those tired eyelids closer together, slowly and ever so lightly, and whenever you so choose, why not spend a few moments here just thinking about absorbing and enjoying the simple pleasures of how it might feel to truly relax, let go, and ease down towards sleep. Savoring, perhaps, the delightful sensation of those sleepy eyelids becoming heavier and heavier, your body becoming heavier and heavier also, maybe even blending into the comfortable surface beneath you, or simply enjoying the lightness of mind that arrives so easily when you take a few longer, lighter, and shallower breaths. And all in your own time, because I know that you know there's no need to rush into relaxation and hypnosis. You don't need to know where you're going, because there's nowhere you need to be other than right here and right now, following my words and drifting along or drifting away to my voice, and all within the tranquility of this present moment. For the time being, doing nothing more than simply observing, sensing, and noticing. Noticing the texture and the temperature of the air on your skin. Noticing the feels and sensations of your relaxing, resting body, and the gentle slowing down of your mind. Noticing how the cadence of each softly arriving breath so naturally and so seamlessly aligns with all of your self-calming inner rhythms when you just invite it in and allow it. Breathing in now, holding for as long as feels comfortable and for as long as feels right. Then releasing and relaxing. Breathing in, holding, releasing, and relaxing. Breathing in, holding, releasing, and relaxing. Breathing in, holding, releasing, and relaxing. And as those longer, lighter breaths continue to calm and soothe and quieten your mind, and as my words and subtle suggestions here ease you further and further away from all distractions and concerns, I wonder if now is the time you might like to think about imagining how peaceful it would all become tonight. When your awareness loosens the ties to all conscious thinking, and like a hot air balloon released from its tethers, begins to float and drift through all of the dreamy horizons within sleep's expanding transitions. All the while knowing that your natural curiosity of wanting to explore and go there towards deeper and deepening relaxation will encourage all of the mind's inner dimensions that so love to soothe and comfort and reassure, to draw you into the realms of sleep in so many wonderful ways. And maybe it's the soft flow of a longer, deeper breath that makes you want to so desperately close and keep closed those tired eyes. Or is it an awareness of feeling, a sense of noticing the smaller muscles in your face? Just the one after the other there, beginning to loosen and relax across your forehead, around your temples, and around your jaw, that's guiding you into a place of such deep inner calm. Although sometimes all it takes for your mind and body to align in self-relaxing harmony is a subtle change in tone and a gentle reminder to just let it all come together and to just let it all go. Within this deepening hypnosis, where you might already feel that while one part of your inner self leans towards a sense of wonder and lightness, a yearning to rise and float so far away, another part of your subconscious loves even more to draw you down and deeper down in a more grounded and settled kind of way. Maybe as though you're sitting beneath a beautiful palm tree on a quiet, deserted beach on a late summer afternoon. Gentle rays from a distant setting sun are streaming through gaps in the overhead canopy, glancing across your forehead, caressing your cheeks and brow, and sprinkling mottled shadows across the glistening sand around you. And as each sunbeam lands with a tender warmth that spreads throughout your body, maybe one part of you is looking upwards to the sky, curiously wondering as to what celestial energies truly lie out there, beyond the moon, beyond the sun, beyond the stars, beyond even the depths of all conscious understanding. And while that part of your curiously wandering mind likes to float or drift up there, without boundaries and without limits, another part of your inner self perhaps enjoys the reassurance of a more grounded connection, or a resting kind of heaviness. Whereas you lean back against the solid trunk of that beautiful tree, you can feel yourself warmed and comforted by the tender touch of nature's soothing hands, caressing your face with soft sunbeams and the light sea breeze, gently easing away all of those physical tensions and allowing all of those aches and pains and strains to just crumble and melt into the warm sand. As you feel the earth's strong, gentle arms wrapping themselves around you, drawing you closer and closer into deep comfort, deep reassurance, and into the deep, loving heart of the universe. And as your mind and body ease down within the smooth passing of each softly flowing breath, you might find yourself sensing a perception or an intuition within an expanding kind of inner awareness that all of those unsettling thoughts, which only a short while ago felt so intrusive and so invasive, are now beginning to fade away, dissolving among the gentle waves of transition between conscious and unconscious thought. That subtle and at times surreal shift in awareness from outside to in that enables you to observe with a more distant and detached perspective the gradual slowing down of the mind's thinking energies, and to ease yourself down within all of the wonderful layers of inner trust, inner belief and inner care that reside within those comforting and protective spaces. Those special horizons where the more intangible part of your inner being that knows only self-love and self-kindness is following along and absorbing every word with a sense of appreciation or understanding. But now is the time to let any remaining distractions or any active thoughts float away. Perhaps as though, one by one, you're untying the ropes of a longer line of tethered hot air balloons. Visualizing and feeling your fingers so nimbly and so skillfully loosening all of those rugged knots. As those balloons pull hard against those tight, taut ropes, so desperate they just float up, up and away. And with every balloon you let go there, with every balloon you release and watch gently rising off the ground. You can feel all of those uneasy or unsettling emotions floating away. Your mind becoming lighter and quieter until you let go of that last remaining thought and feel that rope unraveling and slipping through your fingers as that final balloon rises into the air. And you're gazing upwards now at all of those balloons, carrying away each and every one of your unwanted and unproductive thoughts. Soaring high into the sky, floating out over that calm and still ocean. All of those balloons and all of those thoughts gradually becoming smaller and smaller, more and more insignificant, until eventually, one by one, they dip beyond the distant horizon and just fade away, leaving you with a blank canvas of inner peace, upon which you might like to picture yourself resting and relaxing on that quiet, sandy beach, watching the white crests of gently breaking waves lightly dancing across the surface of the clear blue water. Their entrancing and enchanting movements guiding you more and more towards an inner appreciation of how the seductive, lazy rhythms of that ocean flow are beginning to shape, are beginning to nurture, are beginning to align with your own internally soothing patterns. Each new wave arriving with a fresh and empowering kind of energy, and leaving with a sense of cleansing refreshment that washes away all doubts and inhibitions, and continues to guide you inwards towards your very own healing plateau, towards those deeper parts of you that already knows so well how to comfort, reassure, and relax, and that understand also how easing away all of that inner clutter and all of that internal busyness of mind really can be as easy as choosing to step back, breathe in a little deeper, and breathe out a little longer. Breathing away anxiety as easily as that warm sea breeze ushering the light clouds across the clear blue sky above you. One after another there. Just as you might choose to observe with a more detached perspective some of those darker clouds drifting across your own inner horizons. So why don't you now go ahead and select one of those passing overhead clouds, imagining or picturing its shape, its color, its texture, and its movement as it drifts across that rich, deep blue sky. And when that grey cloud eventually floats out of sight and out of mind, choose another distant cloud to observe and follow within your mind's eye. Focusing all your attention on that cloud as it calmly floats and drifts away on that ocean breeze, out of sight and out of mind. And as you patiently watch this carousel of clouds just come and go, drifting this way and that, you'll perhaps find your attention wandering, and your mind also floating. Because that's what it does in these kinds of moments. So I invite you, the next time a random thought appears on the fringes of your awareness, to simply acknowledge its existence. And then, holding that thought within the hands of your imagination, reach out and place it on top of, or within, one of those clouds right up there. And watch it pass on by, drifting away to wherever our unused, unwanted, or discarded thoughts go, before returning your attention to another passing overhead cloud, and another, and another. And if you have any judgment or any kind of self-criticism of how well you are performing the task here of calming and silencing your mind, or how vividly you are visualizing the passing of these cloud thoughts, you can take any of those troubling or unsettling feelings of self-doubt and place them right up there, out of reach, on another of those clouds. And again, watch all of that negativity and unease float far, far, and away. Because many people do find, within a relaxed state of self-hypnosis, that there really is no limit as to how the more imaginative, creative, and inventive resources within your subconscious can help you clear your mind of those troubling thoughts, and especially those thoughts which so often seem to reach out and beckon us to follow them into the darkness of the night. Because as you continue to stand here, looking out onto that tranquil turquoise ocean, you're noticing yourself imagining how each softer, longer, and lighter breath is perfectly synchronized now with the gentle coming and going of each wave. Each deep inhalation, bringing that wave into shore. Each long, slow exhalation, sending that gentle wave back out again. As little by little, each passing breath becomes longer and lighter and shallower. And that ocean tide, with all of its swirling shapes and patterns, moves further and further away, sweeping all of those unwanted thoughts and feelings far out to sea. And as those lingering thoughts recede and ebb away, and leave behind clear, clean, pristine golden sand, they leave behind also a calming sense of inner peace, a calming sense of inner space, a timeless tranquility of emotional stillness, emotional safety, and emotional tranquility. A place where there's no longer any sense of sadness, regret, or remorse, and where there's no sense of anxiety or fear. But as it all begins to settle, and as it all begins to calm, you're beginning to understand, aren't you, that this quiet inner space is now a platform for you to discover, or even rediscover, the real you, the genuine, authentic, and uninhibited version of you that exists when you remove that cloak of unwanted negative emotion and peel away all of those layers of self-doubt, anxiety, and inhibition that may have accumulated over time. And while I do not know whether those former past upsets or future fears come to you in the form of still images, moving video pictures, negative words and self-dialogue, or maybe just as a sense of a more intangible kind of uneasy feeling, I do know that the further you move away, the further you distance your mind, your body, and your spirit from those older thoughts and memories, the weaker they become. And even if at times you find yourself tempted, in some way or other, to revisit some of that more unsettling and unwelcome thinking, all I politely and respectfully ask is that you remember, somewhere or somehow within the periphery of your relaxing awareness here, that if or when that situation arises, You simply acknowledge and accept the random arrival of any such thought, and without attaching to it any meaning, any emotion, or any significance, you let it drift on by, before bringing yourself back to the present, back to my patiently waiting voice, and back to the comfort of those relaxing and reassuring breathing rhythms. Because each longer, lighter, and easier breath is cleansing and clearing the garden of your subconscious of all bothersome and untidy weeds, and creating a rich and fertile soil upon which the true you can shine like a beautiful white orchid, red tulip, or a bright yellow daffodil, reaching for the sun and blossoming in the warmth of a new clarity of mind that you can nourish and nurture now with the glow of an inner smile, with a few words of inner kindness, encouragement, and confidence, or simply with a sense of inner compassion, inner understanding, and inner forgiveness, as you make the decision right here and right now to accept this moment and everything within it for what it is, to let go of all blame and to release all past decisions, memories, or scenarios, and simply allow that carousel of negative thoughts to just ease down to a slow and gradual standstill. And it's such an amazingly soothing sensation to feel all of those conscious thoughts just drift and fade away as you transition into the spaciousness of your higher self, to float within the vast expanses of your still and quiet mind, and explore in your own way all of the hidden levels and flaws of your loving and welcoming subconscious. Those flaws that hold the real you, the you that exists beyond your name, beyond your identity, beyond your emotions, beyond your conscious thoughts and feelings, beyond your past, beyond your future, and beyond time. So I invite you for a few moments, or for as long as you wish, to flow into your own inner sanctuary of stillness, setting aside all past thoughts and all future considerations, letting go of all attachments, all materialism, all dreams and ambitions, and just letting your awareness drift and roam and float freely within this vacuum, without purpose, without expectation. Free to learn, to discover, and to love yourself for who you truly are. To just exist and simply be in this present moment, right now. And the feeling of self-love and self-acceptance that emerges from this inner calm is so nourishing and so wholesome. It brings to you a glow of interior comfort and happiness that radiates throughout your mind. As your resting body continues to absorb that soft, late afternoon sunshine, those healing and energizing rays penetrating deep down into every muscle, as though a warm gel or golden healing light is flowing through those sunbeams directly into your body with a soothing and calming grace. And from the very top of your spine, you can feel that shining sense of warmth moving downwards, swirling around the muscles at the base of your head and the top of your neck, gently relaxing and releasing all of those tense, tight fibers right there in your upper back and shoulders. As you feel and absorb that pleasing sense of release moving downwards, that soothing warmth gently circling your chest and torso, traveling all the way down through your hips and legs, deep into the larger muscles within the thighs and calves, all of the individual tendons and strands there, loosening, lengthening, and untangling, as though being gently kneaded by a masseur's tender, healing hands. Your whole body voyaging deeper and deeper down into its most intense relaxation. And so as daylight begins to fade into dusk, and the setting sun finally dips below that distant ocean horizon, it is so blissful and so calming to observe that deep blue sky transitioning into a dark, seductive stillness, where all of the distant energies of the universe emerge and begin to shine against the rich, black tapestry of the night sky. And as that more playful and more curious part of your being casts itself out there into the vast expanses of the cosmos, your more homely and protective self continues to enjoy the attraction of sleep's enchanting visions, of being drawn gently towards those mysterious inner realms of self-love, self-appreciation, and self-protection that are so skilled at diffusing your conscious awareness and so pleasingly artful in gently dialing down your inner vibrations. And as you feel yourself transitioning towards that magical inner world, each longer, slower in breath is absorbing the universe's unlimited healing images, and each longer, slower and shallower out breath is cleansing your mind and body of all troublesome feelings and all disconcerting and unsettling thoughts. As you feel all past concerns and all negative attachments and all of those debilitating distractions just unraveling and floating away now, leaving room in your mind only for hope and positivity. Because maybe those shining stars and distant constellations up there, they now represent all of your brighter tomorrows, all of the sparkling moments of positivity that are yet to come, all of your hopes, all of your opportunities, and all of your success. And it feels so good now to fully embrace this new sense of calm, this new sense of stillness, and this new sense of hope. All of those sensations of healing warmth and all of that inner nourishment of existing only in the present, where your pathway to pure serenity and pure calm is no longer blocked or obstructed by anxiety or fear, where you can transition so swiftly into your deepest and most personal inner spaces, where you can explore so freely and with such curious wonder all of those subconscious corridors that are both familiar and unique to this journeying voyage down and deeper down, as you simply rest back and allow sleep's irresistible voice to beckon you even deeper and deeper down into safety, comfort, and protection. Deeper down into your havens of personal healing, where your mind can absorb all inner wisdoms and float so peacefully with a calm and quiet composure. Because you really are ready to be cleansed, refreshed, and healed now by your body's soothing and calming patterns. As any lingering or distracting or negative thoughts just drift away. And as you just float into the purest, deepest sleep, your internal rhythms cradling you so soundly and so gently, and all the echoes of sleep's loving whispers resonating so purely and so intimately within you. As you invite now all of the beautiful sounds and vistas of the universe to settle around and within you, to soothe and guide you to complete rest. Because you're free now to so beautifully enjoy this upcoming deep sleep, and to dream with such positive hope and expectation, while you heal and replenish so fully and so wholly from within. As you just flow deeper and deeper down, and deeper and deeper away. And so all that remains is for me to wish you good night. Sleep well, my listening and resting friend. And until the next time,